Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So, as I promised last week, Alan's come down and we're going to do a few videos while we're here, but the first one is setting up his driver. So it's kind of a driver fitting, but there's no option to change the driver in essence. So I fitted Alan for the Strixon ZX7 back in, must have been about August, September time. We ordered it and then it turned up just as lockdown happened, so he's not actually had a chance to hit it yet. A lot has probably changed in Alan's swing since we fitted it because of him not playing for 6 months. So we're going to set this driver up for him as best we can today because we're going to go out and play. Now Alan's got a very out to in swing, so it's going to be a challenge to try and straighten that up. So you will see a lot of fades. What we're going to try and do is straighten that up a bit. That left to right shape will stay there, but we're going to try and quieten it down by changing the settings in that driver. So let's go meet Alan. Back.
I'm back.
And everyone's turned off. Right, end the video.
As usual.
So, we got you in the ZX7.
You did.
And the reason we put you in the ZX7 instead of the ZX5, people will be asking, is because of the weight changeability. Because we could put the weight in the heel, we could quieten down that left to right, or back then anyway. So we've got no option to change the driver now, but back then, we only had Callaway, Strixon, Cleveland and Orca. Yeah. So we didn't have a range we've got now.
You've got now.
So you've dipped out a little bit.
Always my case. Always lose out.
It's still a good driver and we should be able to chat to straighten it out a bit for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit you some shots. That's straight out the box and I put it completely standard. I've got no idea where the weight is.
Yep.
So it's completely out the box. We're going to get you to hit some shots. And then we're going to see if we can straighten that up a little bit by changing some settings.
Perfect.
And if we can't, this video will not be released.
Yeah.
Well, I just want you to hit about 6 or 7 shots with this, and we'll see what sort of pattern we get. Although I think we know what pattern's coming.
Spaghetti junction.
be a bit like a C, a backward C.
Yeah. Cool. Hello.
That's in that pond.
Yeah. I don't like this driver, Lee.
It's too late, you bought it. You've got to bear in mind, you have not really
swung a
club for... Since... I think we last played in October.
Yeah.
And that's the last time you played, just before the last lockdown.
I haven't played since, at all.
Or was it November? We locked down in we locked down in October. November. I think we played November and then we locked down again or something like that.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. It's the T stone, yeah.
So as you can see, you've got that big left to right and there's not a lot of height going in on it. Alan.
Lee.
So, big slice going on.
Big slice.
There's 2 reasons for that. 2 very good reasons for that. And it is this.
Yeah.
Face to path is 8 degrees out to in. So we need to close that face off. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to close it off 16 degrees.
Yeah.
Now, there's no point in trying to change your swing because we've tried to do that in the past. Your swing is what it is.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
And you've got a bad back, so there's no point in trying to change it.
Exactly.
Your other biggest problem is this angle of attack. You're 6 down on it.
Right.
You need to be about 4 up on it.
Wow, okay.
So hitting down on a driver, all that's going to do is add spin, but you're gonna get no launch out of it.
Yeah.
You know, your launch angle here is 6.4 degrees. That needs to be about 15.
I'm better off going around with a wedge then.
You'd probably be better off putting a wedge on the end of that driver shaft. But on the plus side, and I've looked at all the shots, you're hitting it pretty central. So it's good that you're hitting it central in the face.
Yeah.
But we need to quieten down this path.
That bit, yeah.
And we need to get you hitting up on it a little bit more. So let's try a couple of things. Right, so before we hit the next club, just show you what we're working with. So you can see there, it's a massive left to right dispersion, and the dispersion circle's quite big. But this dotted bit here, Alan, this dotted bit here, that's where you're going to land 66% of the time. Okay. All right, so it's not too bad. We just need to get it over there. Right, you know your shot shape is this left to right, but your start line is also right of target. So you need to now aim left of that target. So your target out there, the normal target line is this square here. Yeah. Right. I want you to aim to hit that post. Right. All right. But I've also changed the settings on the club. So I've closed the face by 2 degrees. Yeah. And I've also added 1 degree of loft. So it's now an 11.5 degree drive to try and get that launch up. Okay. But I want you to put that ball further forward in your stance. And I want you to feel like you're hitting up on the ball, not hitting down on it like you're hitting an iron. Still want you to feel like you're hitting up on it. Come right a bit more, just half a little shuffle right. And then aim left, and then just hit left. See how much better launch you've got there. Launch angle 15. I know it's not carried very far, so it's because it's span up.
Yeah.
But the launch was a lot better.
Yeah, a lot higher.
Now some people will be saying to me, or saying, why are you getting him to aim lefter? It just induces the strike, the slice. I know Alan, and I know Alan's game, and there was no point in me, although I'm not a coach, I could tell him ways to stop this from happening. But one, he won't listen. And two, it just doesn't work. We've tried it before. It would need, and he doesn't play enough. He would need to go and see a coach and do a coaching plan and like go and see him weekly. Alan probably plays once or twice a month at the best, you know what I mean? So there's no point in me trying to change his swing. All I'm trying to do now is reduce the slice. So he can go out and play golf comfortably, hit a few fairways and be happy with golf, rather than trying to completely change. Because if I try and change his swing now, when we go and play later, it'll be all over the place. We've tried it before, we've done it, it doesn't work. So that's why I'm telling him to aim left, and that's why I'm trying to get more launch and just trying to stop the big slice and just get him in play a bit more. Right, I'm not going to change the swing because there's no point, but I want you to have a feeling. Right, you're at the minute hitting this like an iron.
Yeah.
So you're hitting down on it, which is fine when you've got irons. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to compress the ball and launch the ball. So I want you to, instead of feeling like you're getting hit and then you're going forward with it and hitting down, I want you to feel like you're staying behind the ball. So you're here, and then I want you to feel that you're leaning back.
Yeah.
But still driving the ball forward, but you're leaning back with your body.
Yeah.
As opposed to going forward with it. Stay behind the ball. And then just feel like that leaning back on it.
Okay.
And see if that gives you any better launch. Right, so we've got a lot more launch, okay? So the attack angle is now only -3 instead of the -7 and 8 that we were getting. And because of that, the launch angle's gone up to 15. I still think you can get better than that. So I want you to aim left because that's your shot shape. But when you set up with your left shoulder, just try and square it up. Try and feel like your left shoulder is in front of your right shoulder. And then stay behind the ball. Keep your head and body behind the ball and then just drive through with the club. We're getting there, -2 degrees now. But you can see how it's just quieting down that slice. So attack angle's now -2. Launch angle's up to 14, which is a lot better, and because of that we're getting a lot higher launch. The only thing actually killing you is the spin rate, but that's because you're hitting down on it. If you could just hit up on it a little bit, then that spin rate will come down and you'll start easily clearing 200 yards. So we're just hitting some, and you hit quite a good one. Yes, the attack angle again is still down. I'm not going to change him by 16 degrees on an attack angle, but we have quietened that down. So the spin's come down to 2.8 here, and then the carry's gone over 200 for the first time. But look how quiet now that slice is. It's now a fade, which is not bad. Club head speed 99, and the efficiency's down, but that's because he's coming across the ball. Come on, give me a good one, Alan. And this is a prime example there. So we now look, he's gone back to hitting down on it, so the spin balloons up, and then that fade then just becomes a slice, and then the spin drops down. Hitting up on the ball is so important with the driver. It's where you get your distance from. You need to feel like you're staying behind the ball, even if you feel like when you're at impact you're flicking at it. I want you to feel like you're flicking at the ball. Right, so there's no point in us looking at the in to out of the club because we've got you aiming left, so that's gone up because of the way you're now aiming left. But by putting the weight in the heel, because on the first one the heavy weight was in the toe, we've closed the face by 2 degrees, and we've raised the loft by 1 degree. You're not going to get rid of slice, but we have massively quietened it down.
Yeah.
So now you're like 66% of the time you're going in there.
Yeah.
But that dispersion circle is so far more left now of the red one, but it's also smaller. So you know we've aimed left. We've aimed your left to try and get you hitting more the centre, so I expected it to move left. But what it's done is it's shrunk as well.
Yeah.
And the movement, the side movement has really, really reduced down. We're not going to get that club any straighter for you. You know,
my back's not going to help anything, is it?
Well, I know. But the other thing is, like, you've not played for so long, so for now, that's set up
Oh, yeah,
as best as we can set it up for you to sort of get in play.
Yeah.
In 6 months' time, once you've played a little bit more and you start seeing a tendency on the golf course, we may be able to manipulate it a little bit more, because that's not the setup we fit you into. When we fit you into it, you're hitting it well.
Yeah.
But 6 months later, without any playing, that's what's best for you at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
So I hope you've liked that video, and a couple of things from it is, especially coming out of lockdown, is the clubs you were fit for 6 months ago, 8 months ago, might not necessarily be working for you now, and you may look at that as, I need to go and get refit, or I need to change my clubs, or the fitting was bad. You've got to remember, 6 or 7 months without playing a game of golf is a long time. So give your clubs a chance. But it also shows how manipulating face, manipulating weight, and just changing a few things in what Alan thinks about can adjust and aid him. Like, his average yardage has gone up as well, so we are about 10 yards further than it was previously, and we've quietened down that slice. We're not going to eliminate it. It's not going to disappear. I don't even think something like an SF Tech would make it disappear, unfortunately. But as Alan starts playing golf a little bit more and he starts getting used to the club, and this is the first time he's hit it as well, because it's only just arrived, then we may see a tendency change and we can adjust that club differently. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you are new to the channel, please always do think about subscribing. There is a little button down below. As always, please like this video, because those likes let me know that you're enjoying this video. And if you want more videos of me working with people like Alan, or, you know, high handicap golfers who need those fitting changes and going through fittings, please do comment down below and let me know. For the time being, I'm going to go and have a game of golf with Alan and take some money off him. Say bye-bye, Alan.
No money, mate.
Yeah, money.
No money.
Did tell him about the money. Take care, guys, and I'll see you next time.